You're listening to Elevate, powered by Marmiro Stones. Real stories, real insight, whether you're designing the dream, building it, or living it, we're here to spark ideas, share knowledge, and move the industry forward. Let's get to work. So we got Eddie with Caribbean Blue here. I'm pretty excited about talking about this backyard because one of the main problems we had back here was access.
Definitely, yes.
Right? So we walk back here, I think we're going to be pretty surprised,
oh, yeah,
right?
You will be.
So there's a lot of hardscaping, couple pools.
Yep.
We got a renovation.
Yes.
And an addition.
Correct.
Right?
Of a 8x16 spa.
8x16 spa.
Yeah.
So is it almost as big as the pool?
Pretty much.
All right, let's go take a look. So we
we
made it to the backyard.
Yes.
So this pool was existing already, right?
That's correct.
What did you guys have to do for the renovation? Did you have to run into any issues, any problems?
Sure, yeah, definitely. So our homeowner previously had a very deep pool. Again, like I told you, it was a 16 by 32 pool. They realized they weren't using the deep end as much, so we had to raise the floor up to 6 feet.
Wow.
So we pinned rebar into the pool, shot more gunite, and gave them the dream that they wanted.
So you went from 8 feet
8 feet deep to 6 feet
to
deep.
6 feet deep. So you tied in rebar to the existing structure,
Correct.
raised it up, brought more shotcrete in,
That's correct.
and raised it all up.
That's
and
correct.
then you added the spa was an afterthought,
Yes,
right?
it was, because the original design did not have a spa. They realized they wanted one, so we can create with this huge spa that's about, again, like I said, 16 by 8.
So when you tie the structure of the spa, do you tie that into this pool
Correct.
as well? Okay.
So normally the way it works is we raise the main drains of the pool. We ripped up the entire existing patio, ran all new plumbing, and incorporated the spa to work with the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super cool, man. As you're talking, listen to these deck jets.
Yeah.
It's so,
yeah.
Just sitting back here is super tranquil. It's really relaxing, man. Just that fire and that water.
That trickling water.
Yeah,
Yep,
man. I can see that you guys added some fireballs and
correct.
some,
Yep.
some spillways out of here too.
That's correct. Those are awesome Orca Marmiro fire bowls.
Yeah.
We added 3 shear descents to give it a nice trickling effect. 4 deck jets. We really made it very relaxing back here.
Yeah. Is that heated spa?
It's a heated spa, heated pool.
And a heated
Swell
pool too.
Yep, correct.
Did you guys have to rip up all the plaster and everything like that?
We
too?
did.
We did everything.
We replastered the pool. We did some cool touches in the pool, which we'll show you later. We did some tile inside the pool.
Yeah.
To give it like a cool wow factor. And the same in the spa.
Yeah. And I noticed that you can do one of two things. We've seen this more and more. I think we see it more in the Northeast. People love to submerge our marble in the pool.
Correct.
Right?
It enhances the finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it enhances the finish, one.
Yep.
But it also, because when you guys drain the pool in the winter times here?
This client does drain the pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when that goes down a little bit, right, you're worried about some freezing and
Correct.
thawing, right?
Correct.
So having this and doing this the right way is very important because
Yes.
you have to waterproof each of those steps too as well, right?
That's correct, yes.
And as far as because you're using the same marble in a different finish, on that water line, you're also waterproofing that as well.
Correct, that's correct.
Right on. This is one of my favorite features, man. Other than the fire bowls we looked at over there, obviously because they're encased in marble. But man, I love features like this, especially when you have like a modern flair to it, because we use the bamboo texture here, right? Little modern flair. You have a traditional house. It's okay to mix modern and traditional textures
100%,
together, right?
yes.
You add this cool fire feature here. How many BTUs is this?
250,000 BTUs.
I'm standing 3 feet away. And I can feel it's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot already.
It's hot.
So can you imagine when they get furniture here? It's just a good relaxing space, right?
Yeah. So we wanted the clients to have a different space to hang out with when they're not in the pool. So we came up with this idea of a linear fireplace, wrapped it in the bamboo Affion cloud. It's about 10 feet high.
Wow.
It's pretty massive. We built it out of block. Took a lot of work.
Yeah. And I see you're probably going to order some light fixtures
Yes, correct.
here?
They ordered some custom light fixtures that we're waiting for.
Right on. Yeah, and then we're going to get the TV mounted. I mean, I tell you what, I hope I get invited over to here. Can dip into the pool
likewise.
and come relax here for a little bit. This is a great spot. You guys did a great job.
Yeah, thank you.
And one or two things that people will use with our bamboo. So this homeowner decided to have that feature, that accent. People do a couple things. They either miter this on a 45.
Correct.
But this homeowner wanted that little different of a texture on the inside and outside. And it's great that you guys flip-flop that as well. Eddie, there is nothing sexier than a marble countertop, man. Look how nice and clean this is,
Gorgeous.
man. I love it.
Gorgeous.
What'd you guys use here?
So this is Orca.
Wow.
2.5 inches
Yeah.
thick. Beveled edge. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. And consistency. So we did the same finish on the kitchen as we did on the fireplace.
Yep.
And yeah, this is going to be where all the party happens, all the magic. Yeah.
I noticed you use the Orca veneer too, right? So the marble, everything's sort of tying in together.
Correct.
So it's themed throughout the whole.
Consistency, yes.
Yeah,
correct.
you guys did a great job with the design and picked out the right colors too, because this veining, man, is just gorgeous. You know, and because, you know, we custom fabricate, you guys let us know, you know, what kind of edge detail you wanted. Even that little beveled edge in that corner, man, you don't have a really sharp corner.
Correct.
Man, dude, I love this. This came out so well. So, Orca seems to be the theme.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
So the Orca is the accent of this project. We have the Orca countertop. We have the Orca veneer.
Yep.
Right? And we also have the Orca fire bowls.
Correct.
Man, marble fire bowls. This
That's
is incredible.
Right.
This looks great. And I think the homeowner even wants to accent this even more. I think we're going to enhance this with the sealer now too, right?
Yeah, we're just going to make it a little bit more darker to make it pop. But yeah, Orca is the theme here. I mean, it's Affion Cloud and Orca, your nice black and kind of grayish white combo.
Yeah, and I tell you what, man, with having fire and water, that is the trend right now. Everybody's mixing the two together.
That's right.
Man, again, well done on the design and everything like that.
Thank you so much.
So the Orca accents seem to be a feature on this project.
That's correct.
You know, why do you guys want to kind of separate and kind of bring some of those additional features in?
Well, we just like the contrast between the light and the dark, right?
Yeah.
So we did Orca split face on the foundation of the house with the Affion Cloud shreds, and we did the honed Orca firebowl and the sandblasted Affion Cloud shreds up here.
Amazing. So you have the light of the sandblasted Affion Cloud, and you also have the little darker brushed hone finish of the firebowl, and we do have these in sandblasted too. So if somebody wanted to mix and match, you know, a little bit closer in tones, you also have that available as well.
That's correct. This client's actually going to have these enhanced, which is going to make them darker.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
so it'll be
sexy.
really sexy.
Yeah, I love it. Unfortunately, we're near the end of the tour of this project, and man, because we kept going, and things get better and better and better. Saved the best for last, I think.
That's right.
Because you went oversized on this spa.
That's correct, yeah.
So this is almost the size of the pool.
Yeah,
Why'd they want to create like such a massive spa here?
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's the same width as the pool, right? And our clients really love to hang out with all their friends. So, I mean, this is out of the ordinary for most of our pools. So
I love it.
Normal pools or spas have around 8 jets. This one alone has 12.
12 jets.
9-foot spillover.
Yep.
With one slab of deep blue. This project was a challenge, you know. Access here was tight.
Yeah.
Everything back here was done by hand. Everything was brought by hand, and everything was installed by hand.
So did you need to add more jets just to get the force of the water to create for that spillover effect too?
We did add more jets just for the sheer size of it, but we also added an additional pump, an overflow pump, to get the water flowing over.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you can tell the water kind of spilling up. You can kind of see the true color of Affion Cloud here, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, Deep Blue and Affion Cloud really kind of, since they're sister quarries, they really kind of blend well together. They kind of like a great marriage. With all the details we've got on this job site, this was the one that really caught my eye because many types of spillovers. One, we would have one that's super tight to the veneer where it just kind of rolls over.
Correct.
Another one where they want it to really shoot out, and then this one is sort of in between.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
So on the spillway, we have a little bit of a rolling effect here.
Correct.
Right? So we rounded that edge. But I love this little detail on the riser over here because even though you have a 2 1/4 inch really beefy piece, you kind of angle that down and you kind of mimic the 1 3/16 thickness there.
That's correct.
So you didn't have something super thick and you had like a big wall over there. You want to really accent the spillway, not accent the riser. Yeah,
that design is really great. It actually keeps the water in line with the spillover and makes everything kind of even flowing over.
Yeah. So you have a little bit of push, but at the same time it's still running down that bamboo and giving that kind of trickling effect.
That's right.
Right. That was super tricky to do. I think you guys nailed it, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.